Good morning, Panthers. It's Miss Maury. Hope you guys are having an excellent Monday. I am sitting here. I just got back from a morning walk with Hampton. So if you can hear him, he's snoring. Do we hear him? Yep, he's a little tired from his walk. And as I was coming back from my walk, I thought that I would start a read aloud with you guys and a fun activity where we can compare and contrast some characters. And then I have something that I would love for you to do at home and then have your parents show me over Dojo, or you can keep it in a journal and show me when we get back together. I'm really excited and I miss you guys so much. I hope you guys are having an awesome day with your family and friends. You're being safe, you're washing your hands and taking care of your bodies. I miss you guys. I can listen to a story and retain key details from the text. The book that I'm going to be reading this morning is called Scaredy, Squirrel. It's a book on Epic, which I shared with your parents how to access, and I would love for you guys to use Epic during this time if you can. If you have internet or Wi-Fi at home, this is the best way to read books while you're at home. All right, Scaredy Squirrel. Scaredy Squirrel never leaves his nut tree. The unknown. He'd rather stay in his safe and familiar tree than risk venturing out into the unknown. The unknown can be a scary place for a squirrel. A few things Scaredy Squirrel is afraid of: green Martians, killer bees, tarantulas, poison ivy, germs, and sharks. I wonder if this is a few things that Scaredy Squirrel is afraid of. I wonder if you can think of anything that you've ever been afraid of in places that you've never been to before. Think. Something that you have been afraid of. All right. Now, if you've ever seen the thing that you're afraid of, give me a thumbs up. Okay, me too. Miss Maury is terrified of bees. They scare me. I don't like bees. But that's because bees sting me. And I don't like being stung. But that doesn't keep me from going outside. I like going outside. I'm just really careful when I see bees. Do you guys do that too? Are you safe around things that you're afraid of? Awesome. So he's perfectly happy to stay where he is. Advantages of never leaving the nut tree. He has a great view, plenty of nuts, it's a safe place, and there are no tarantulas, poison ivy, green Martians, killer bees, germs, and sharks. Disadvantages of never leaving the nut tree. Same old view, same old nuts, same old place. I think that we can kind of relate to Scaredy Squirrel right now. We are also staying in our same place, similar place, to keep our bodies safe. So there's some advantages to not leaving, and there's some disadvantages of staying inside. Here's what his week looks like. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. In Scaredy Squirrel's nut tree, every day is the same. Everything is predictable. All is under control. Here's his daily routine, just like how we have at school. In the morning at 6:45, he wakes up. At 7, he eats a nut. 7:15, he looks at the view. 12 o'clock, he eats a nut. Then he looks at the view. Then he eats a nut. Then he looks at the view. And then he goes to sleep. That seems like a boring day. There's not a lot to do in that tree with Scaredy Squirrel. But let's just say, for example, that something unexpected did happen. You can rest assured that this squirrel is prepared. Now, what is he holding that makes you think that he's prepared? it's an emergency kit for him. Let's look at his emergency kit. He has lots of different things. He has a hard hat, an antibacterial soap, calming lotion, chamomile lotion, a parachute, bug spray, mask and rubber gloves, net, Band-Aid, and sardines. Ooh, sardines are a fish. They're very salty. Uh-huh. What to do in case of an emergency according to Scaredy Squirrel. Step 1, panic. Step 2, run. Step 3, get kits. Step 4, put on kit. Step 5, consult exit plan. Step 6, exit the tree if there is absolutely, definitely, truly no other option. Here's a picture of his exit plan. He has different escape plans for all the things that he does not like. With his emergency kit in his hand, Scaredy Squirrel watches day after day. He watches until one day, Thursday, at 9:37 a.m. Oh no, what does he see in his binoculars? I think that he was afraid of bees. Oh no. A killer bee appears! Scaredy Squirrel jumps in panic, knocking his emergency kit out of the tree. This was not part of the plan! Oh no. He looks scared. Scaredy Squirrel jumps to catch his kit. He quickly regrets this idea. The parachute is in the kit. But something incredible happens. He starts to glide. And when you glide, that means that you're kind of floating. You can glide on the rollerblades. You can glide on ice skates. You can glide if you fly. Scaredy Squirrel is no ordinary squirrel. He's a flying squirrel. He feels overjoyed, adventurous, carefree, alive, until he lands in the bush. Scaredy Squirrel forgets all about the killer bee, not to mention the tarantulas, poison ivy, green Martians, germs, and sharks. Oh, if he's forgetting about the things that he's afraid of, how do you think he's feeling on the inside that he's flying? I agree. I think that he is feeling good and he's feeling safe and he's feeling excited. He's forgetting about all the things that he's afraid of because he's doing something that he really enjoys. And once he's in the bush, he plays dead for 30 minutes, 1 hour. Oh, just 2 hours later. Still playing dead in the bush. Finally, Scaredy Squirrel realizes that nothing horrible is happening in the unknown today, so he returns to his nut tree. All this excitement has inspired Scaredy Squirrel to make drastic changes to his life. Ooh, I wonder what those changes will be. Scaredy Squirrel's new and improved daily routine. He'll wake up, eat a nut, look at the view, jump into the unknown, play dead for 2 hours, return home, eat a nut, look at the view, eat a nut, look at the view, and go to sleep. P.S. As for the emergency kit, Scaredy Squirrel is in no hurry to pick it up just yet. Poison ivy. The end. There's my book. Thank you for reading that book with me. I think Scaredy Squirrel has a lot of things that he's afraid of, but after he made a jump to protect something he loves, he learned that he really is not afraid of the unknown. He likes to be out and adventure, but he also likes to come home to his safe place. Thanks for reading with me, Panthers. I can compare and contrast two people. All right, Panther, so this morning, our skill that we are working on is compare and contrast. When we compare and contrast, we are identifying how things, people, or places are alike and different, or how they're same and different. So here is a Venn diagram, which you have seen before, a Venn diagram. This Venn diagram compares two different things, and I know that because there are two circles. So there are two things I'm comparing. Everything that's on the outside of the circle is different, and everything on the inside is the same. Today, we are going to be comparing and contrasting us Panthers, us and our Panther students and families, to Scaredy Squirrel. All right, first I want to label my Venn diagram so I don't forget what it's for. So I have my two circles here because I'm comparing two different people or groups. I'm comparing Scaredy Squirrel to us, Panther students or Panther families. Everything that's in this side of the circle is all about, oh, you knew it, Scaredy Squirrel. Everything that's on this part of our circle is all about our Panther students and Panther families. Everything that's here in the middle is things that we have in common, or they are the same. All right, let's start by comparing Scaredy Squirrel and just analyzing Scaredy Squirrel. Some things that he has or he does that we don't do. One of the first things that I can think of is that Scaredy Squirrel is an animal and we are people. So here, I'm going to make my first bullet point. That means it's my first idea. I'm going to say Scaredy Squirrel is an animal. Second idea, second bullet point, is Scaredy Squirrel lives in a tree. And I know that we all don't live in a tree. That's something that only Scaredy Squirrel does. Another thing that only Scaredy Squirrel can do, so I put my third idea, is that he can glide in the air. Scaredy Squirrel can glide in the air. Perfect. So those are three things that are just about Scaredy Squirrel. Those are unique to just Scaredy Squirrel. We don't share it with them. It's just about Scaredy Squirrel. Next, I want to start comparing us, Panther students and Panther families. So Panther students, I put my first bullet point here because it's my first idea. And Panther students and families, we are not animals, but we are people. We are people. And notice I'm not writing in complete sentences, and that's because it's a bullet point informational that I can use to write complete sentences, but I don't need to spend time writing my complete sentence here. This is how I'm brainstorming, and once we're done brainstorming, then we can write in complete sentences later. All right, so Panther students, we are people. What else do us as humans do? Yeah, we live in buildings. We do not live in trees. That's something that humans do that Scaredy Squirrel does not do. Those are different from each other. Let's get one more thing. Let's see. Panther students, we are people. We live in buildings. Oh, I know. Can we glide through the air? No. We move around by foot. Perfect. So those are my three ideas about Panther students and Scaredy Squirrel. Last, we're going to write down things that are similar between Scaredy Squirrel and Panther students. Things that are the same. One thing that I noticed that is the same is that both Scaredy Squirrel and Panther students have a routine. Scaredy Squirrel has a daily routine, and us as students, even at Papago, we also have a routine. So we both have a daily routine. daily routines help us stay structured and organized. So daily routine, that's my first idea. I have my first bullet point there. Now I can add another bullet point. And especially right now, while we are in the middle of a very unique situation where we're not coming to school, we're staying at home, something that Scaredy Squirrel and Panther students have in common right now is that we are staying at home. We stay at home. We're staying in our homes and apartment buildings, and Scaredy Squirrel is staying in his home in a tree. So that's two things that we share in common with Scaredy Squirrel. One thing that we also share in common with Scaredy Squirrel is that we try new things. I can say that all my Papago students, when we are at school, we're always trying new things and being adventurous learners. That's part of the things that make us grow. And our Scaredy Squirrel also tried new things because he did it by accident. He accidentally fell out of a tree, but he liked it, so he's going to continue to do that. And that's something that's the same with Scaredy Squirrel and Panther students. Now it's your turn. All right, Panthers, now it's your turn. You are going to compare and contrast a book character to yourself. You can choose any book character that you would like. One that you've already read at school, one that you have at home that you can read, or you can even look at a new book or onto your epic to find a book character, and then to yourself. I want you to have at least 3 ideas for the book character and 3 things that are different just for you. I want to see at least 2 ideas that are the same. They are similar, they are alike. You and the book character share those characteristics. When you're done, have your mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, uncle, cousin, big brother, big sister, someone take a picture of what you've been working on and send it to Miss Maury on Dojo. So that way she can see what you've been working on today. Good luck, Panthers!